there, Joy here, and my family and I have been able to, by God's grace, get out of over $50,000 of debt with one income. And if you want to know how you can save money all year long, listen to these practical steps that will help get you there. Tip number 1. Have a gift list. Make a list of the people that you are getting gifts to all throughout the year. Then write a couple of ideas next to their name. So that way, when you do see a similar gift to what they would like throughout the year, you would have that list handy and you can get it at a good price. However, this will only work if you have an area in your home where you can keep said gifts, because if not, you're going to produce a lot of clutter, and that's a whole nother video. But if you do have a safe space in your home to do this, I recommend to do it. It does save a lot of money. But don't worry, if you have a small home like I do, there's lots and lots more tips coming your way right now. So the next one is to shop seasonably. Yes, you're going to want to shop in season. That way, not only does your menu never get boring, but you also save a lot of money. A lot of times the things that are in season tend to be the things that are on sale anyway, and they pair super well together, usually. So keep this in mind when you go to the supermarket and make sure you are shopping in season. So the next tip is the total opposite. You're going to want to shop out of season. And what I mean by this is that when a season is coming to the end, that is when you're going to want to stock up on the supplies needed for the next season. Now, I'm not telling you to go on a shopping spree here, but if you know your toddler will need a coat for next year and the season just ended and the coats are 60% off, only if you need the coat, go ahead and purchase it. If you need something next summer, more than likely you can find it at a steep discount. This also works for right after holidays. Right after holidays, they generally tend to super discount the items, but use this with caution, only if you know you're going to need the things anyway. Otherwise, if you're spending the money on something you wouldn't have just because it's on sale, you're actually not saving money, you're spending money, because you would have spent $0, and that's a lot less than whatever that sales price. Okay, so for the next tip, you're going to want to shop generic. Every single time you go in the store, please buy the generic or the store brand. These taste just as good, with the exception of mayo, in my opinion, and they really can add up and save you a lot of money. If you have a deal breaker that you will not shop generic, I recommend you to stick to one and no more than two. I'm telling you, everything tastes just the same. Do a blind taste test for yourself, and next time you would surely love to buy generic. Not to mention, think about all the other goals we could be achieving with this money. If you're liking this video so far, don't forget to please subscribe. Okay, for my next tip, you're going to want to use the envelope system. Grab an envelope from your home or the post office and put your grocery money in there, or any other category that is challenging to you. And be sure that you're only using that money. Once the money runs out, you physically will not have any money to keep on shopping. So this is a surefire way that will save you loads of money all throughout the year. Okay, so next you're going to want to turn off the lights. Hello? Not right now, silly. But generally, when you leave the room, make sure the lights are shut off. Try to only use natural lights through the daytime. That way you will save loads of money on your utility bill. Also, if you can lower your heater, be sure to do so. But just don't lower it too much that people will take a freezing shower. Any other lights that you don't use throughout the day, be sure to shut them off. This also includes the auto lights too. If it's daytime and you have an auto sensor light, be sure to shut it off throughout the daytime. Just make sure you set an alarm to remind yourself to turn it back on at night. This will save you loads of money on your utility bill. Okay, so for the next one is do a side hustle. If you have a little bit of time to spare, I recommend you do a side hustle. Depending on how much time you have, you can do anything from take surveys online to a more extensive one. So depending on your schedule and what it looks like, but if you don't have an extra car or extra time to spare, what you can do is what I do, as I'm not yet monetized. Subscribe. I use usertesting.com. I will link it down below, but this is a bunch of surveys that actually pay. You can get paid from $10 to $60 a survey, and it absolutely adds up and it absolutely helps. Another one that I like to use is an app called Eureka. This will let you cash out via PayPal when you reach the $5, but it is, again, surveys that you can take whatever small chance you have. Check out these apps and websites right now for a quick way to save money, or should I say earn money, all throughout the year. And please subscribe. you. Okay, so for the next one, you're going to want to live below your means. Raise? What raise? Just ignore it, act like you never got it, and live below your means. Do not give in to the lifestyle creep where you start making more money and start spending more money. Any extra money that you get, ignore it. Pretend it's not even there. Use it to your goal. If you're trying to get out of debt, use it to that. If you're investing for your future, use it to that. Act like it doesn't even exist. Saving up for an emergency fund? Go for it. Before you know it, you will have all that money and you wouldn't have even changed your lifestyle a bit, so you will not be affected, but you will save loads of money. Speaking of saving, put your savings on autopilot. If you can get that money taken out directly from your bank account to a savings account, that will work wonderfully. You might even forget it's even happening, and you definitely will not miss it. You can do anything from $5 to $100, whatever you and your family can afford to do. Just know that by the end of the year, that would have stacked up, and it would be a nice little surprise at the end of the year that maybe you even If you're liking this video so far, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And also be sure to share this video so that everyone else that you know may also be saving money all throughout the year. Hey, for the next one, you're going to want to get out of debt. If you're in any kind of debt, get out of it right now. You can use any of the tips mentioned before or check out my playlist on how to save money to find out how you can do just that. But please, if you have debt, all these payments can be adding up to a significant amount of wealth that you can save. So if you're in debt, make a plan to attack it immediately. As soon as you get out of debt, that's a lot of open money that you can now use to the rest of your financial goals. Okay, so for the next tip, you're going to want to stay out of debt. Don't go back into debt for any reason at all whatsoever. Instead, I recommend building up your emergency fund. And if you want to see how my family and I did just that, as well as get out of debt, check out this video right here where I talk all about it. And I'll see you there right now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, to God be the glory. Bye.